Okay, so good morning, welcome back to TUpload TV. Thanks for joining the Average Golfer back here at 4 Golf Chester. It's a Monday morning, and as you know, that's when I get to do a bit of product testing. It's a pretty miserable day out there, let me tell you, in the UK. Shutters are down at the moment. I'll wait till the very last minute before I have to, it's absolutely pouring down. Anyway, on to this morning's club. Carrying on with a bit of testing on Titleist. And I'm going to go to this TMB. Now then, this started off its life, as I understand even last year, was very much a utility iron, so I think it was available in 3, 4 and 5 iron, but now you can get a full set of these clubs right the way through to pitching sandwich, I think. That's if you've got a fair bit of money as well, because these are retailing that, and this is UK price, so in pounds sterling, 230 quid a club. So this is right up there with the epic prices. Be interested to see how it performs and what you get for your money. In terms of the head design, it's very much unique in the way it looks. I just read there it's a hollow design with plenty of tungsten packed into it. It's very much muscle back, and plenty of help, plenty of assistance. Be interesting to see how it performs in the hands of the average golfer. I've got to say, to look at, I quite like the look of it, to be honest with you. How it sits behind the ball, we'll find out very, very shortly when I move camera and start hitting a few. Okay, so camera in position, good to go. Let's get into some golf balls with this, with this club, which is the 7 iron, but I've just been past the pitching wedge. I've just had a full set of these clubs in, because one of the interesting things for me was going to be is how this club looks in the sort of shorter irons. I understand it as a kind of, understand why it may have been out in a 3, 4 and 5 iron, but how does it then look in this sort of bulbous design translate into the short irons? And I've just grabbed the pitching wedge, and I've got to say, looks absolutely superb. I don't know why, but because of the kind of like bulk within the club head, it looks a very meaty and strong club. I expected it to be a little bit heavy, but no, it's not at all. It sits quite nice. I like the pitching wedge at address, and yeah, thought that's well worth a quick look as well. But anyway, as you know, for testing we always hit 7 iron, and that's what we'll be doing today. Back down to more traditional lofts now with this TMB 7 iron. From memory it's 33 degrees, I'll flash that up on screen if that's incorrect, but again, like I said, more like a traditional loft, what we'd expect from a 7 iron. In terms of aesthetics, I mean, I really like the look of this golf club. It's very much different. It's back down to what we were looking at, the sort of P790 design, where it's very much a one-piece club head. There's not much cutaway in it at all. There's a strong piece of graphite in terms of colour and or charcoal against the high chrome finish. And like I said, as you'd expect from Titleist, a high class finish. But at that kind of money we're talking about, you'd expect that as well. Anyway, let's hit some golf balls. Ball flight for the first ball. Check on my line, see if that's our virtual target. That's not too bad. So that's the first one hit. Let's see if we can get a few more, and then we'll have a chat about what I think about this golf club. Okay, so that's golf balls hit, and I think it's always nice to just get straight stuck into these numbers, and if I wait too long and sort of scrutinise the numbers too much, then maybe it would change my sort of feedback. So I like to give you straight away, switch camera position, get sat down, have a look at the numbers, and you can pretty much see them as I am. Don't get me wrong, I've had a quick glance through them, so I'm not completely blind in terms of looking at this, but it was an interesting test really, because I think first and foremost for me, at a club that is £230 per iron, then it's got to be doing something pretty significantly different than other golf clubs. And I think, let's get the review, probably could end it here. It doesn't. Well, it doesn't for me at least anyway. So straight away for me, like I said, there's no, the feel isn't greatly different, the distance isn't greatly different, the spin isn't greatly different. So like I said, straight away it's kind of like, that's nothing to say this is a fine golf club, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but I really straight away, like I said, I'm giving you my immediate opinion, having hit the golf ball, excited to hit the golf ball, thinking I've got a £230 iron in me and this must do absolutely amazing things. And like I said, for me at least anyway, it doesn't. But let's try and back it up with some numbers. First of all, the feel is, it's fine, it's good. It's not brilliant, it's not, but it's okay, it's perfectly adequate. I think, like I said, I'm perhaps slightly tainted in my opinion because of this price tag, expecting more. So in terms of the 5 balls struck, I mean, it's fairly consistent ball striking, and the one thing I will say as a very positive note about the club is that things seem to be very, very consistent with it in terms of, so my club head speed remained the same, which is my swing speed, obviously that's down to me. Ball speed stayed very consistent from those club head speeds. Spin number, again, we know all about this, so from the lowest end of what, 3.7 up to 4.6 in terms of spin. So for me, again, around the sort of average in terms of a spin number. I love the ball flight. It really, again, once again, we've seen a lot in terms of irons this year. I like it, sort of this high launching ball that you're expecting to stop soft, irrelevant to what the spin number says, but that's another debate. Hit the ball fairly well, to be fair. Pulled one of my famous sort of right to left shots, which was shot number 3. Distance wise, in terms of dispersion, let's just look at carry really. 164 to 162 to 171. Got caught a bit of mat on strike number 4, which affected club head speed a little. But the others, yeah, fairly consistent numbers, I would say. And a kind of a let's say a 165 to 170 carry distance with 7 iron. Again, if I compared it up to, let's say, the MP5, it's probably similar, maybe slightly a tad longer, 5 or so yards longer than my average carry distance on the MP5. But like I said, I'm sorry to be negative on this one, but I can't be overexcited about something that costs £230 a club and really, for me, doesn't produce anything that exciting. It's good, but it's not double the price of some of the irons that are out there at the moment. Anyway, that's really negative, isn't it? But like I said, that's how I found it. It's I certainly won't be shelling out 230 quid a club for them. I mentioned that 230 quite a lot as well. Anyway, only my opinion. What does that mean? Get out there, try them yourself as ever, and give us your opinions. You might have already tried them, and if you have done, then stick us some information, some comments rather, down below. Right, hope you liked the video. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you don't already. And as I always say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.